получения гражданства Болгарии в сравнении с гражданством на Мальте и гражданством на Кипре. То есть вот особая ценность именно в сравнительном анализе, поэтому поприветствуем докладчика. Пожалуйста. Пожалуйста, Невена.
Thank you. My name is Nevena Bekyarova, and I will be speaking in English, so for those who would like to put their headphones on. So I'm here as I'm a member part of New Balkans Law Office. We are a Bulgarian law firm, and we present a wide spectrum of legal services. Today I would like to present the Bulgarian Citizenship by Investment program, which has gained popularity over the few years. As the old Russian saying goes, "Курица не птица, Bulgaria не с граница." And things have changed though after the, as you are most of you are probably aware, Bulgaria joined the European Union in 2007, and since then its citizens can enjoy the EU freedom of right of movement. They can live, work and study freely within the territories of the EU countries. Bulgaria is an European country, mid-sized, and with beautiful nature, interesting history and fine cuisine. Having a Bulgarian passport will give you the right to travel to 140 countries and territories visa-free. Local universities are also attractive to young people, especially in the area of medicine, economics and finance. Bulgaria is also the ideal getaway to European education and school system. In 2013, the Bulgarian government adopted a wide range of possibilities for investors who would like to obtain citizenship. One of the great incentives of the program is the low qualifying amount. It is approximately €500,000, as you can see. This is one of the important points. Another very important incentive is the investment classes. As the investor can decide between a number of investments. They can invest in government bonds, in shares of Bulgarian companies admitted to the stock exchange, also in Bulgarian intellectual property and in capital of private companies. Real estate is not expressly included as an option, but should the investor decide to pursue this particular route, we would be able to structure an investment that would be beneficial and suitable for the investor's plans. From our experience, however, investors concentrate on Bulgarian government bonds because they see them as low risk, and they are comparatively stable with yield of approximately 2%. There are two types of the procedure. We have the standard track, where the investor invests an initial amount of €500,000 and then just waits for 5 years to pass and then can apply for the Bulgarian citizenship. The other option is for those who are willing to spend some more and get the citizenship faster, in approximately 18 months. The process consists of a series of important steps that need to be implemented carefully and professionally. We will be there with you each step of the way. And even though the procedure is relatively straightforward, it requires a meticulous and professional approach. Let me just explain these steps in detail. Step 1 is for the investor to choose the type of investment and also the track. The majority of qualifying investments can offer both the standard and the fast track. So at the very beginning, you would need to decide which route you would like to follow. At this point of importance would be to lay us your plans, so we would be able to advise you properly on what the best route for you under your individual circumstances would be. Step 2 would be to make the qualifying investment. At this stage, your presence in Bulgaria is not required, your active participation neither. So most of the steps, including obtaining the investment certificate, can be undertaken by us. So essentially, the process at this point would not interfere with your everyday life. Step 2 would be to prepare and collate your application for a long-term Bulgarian visa. This includes a number of documents. We will be advising you on the proper list for you. Among those would be criminal record check, medical insurance, secured living arrangements in Bulgaria. A visa for this type of process is usually issued within a month and a half. Step 4. Once you obtain your visa, you can come to Bulgaria. This is the first required visit because all residence applications are made in person. So you need to come to Bulgaria to personally submit your application. This is just a one-day visit to Bulgaria. Then the authorities would decide. The legal term is 90 days, but it actually, from our practice, takes only a month and a half. The next step would be, once the residence permit is granted by local migration authorities, we would be able to undertake all requisite steps in advance, so as to allow you to come and apply for your Bulgarian ID card. This is usually done quite quickly, and after this process you will have a Bulgarian personal identification number and a Bulgarian card. Step 6. This would be the time when things would differ for the different investor, whether you have chosen to follow the standard or the fast track. If you have chosen to follow the fast track, after 1 year of holding a permanent residence permit, you can apply for Bulgarian citizenship. This again is an application that requires a number of documents, but they are not that different from your previous applications for visa and for a residence permit. This step can actually be taken both in Bulgaria or abroad at a Bulgarian consulate, depending on your wishes, on your travel arrangements. It would be up to the investor to let us know, and we would be in a position to arrange the application. Alternatively, if we are dealing with an application under the standard track, the investor needs to wait for 5 years, and then he or she can apply for Bulgarian passport. It is worth mentioning that when applying for Bulgarian citizenship, you will have an interview with an official, either at the Ministry of Justice which is the designated authority which accepts applicants in Bulgaria or at the consulate, the relevant consulate that you would be submitting your application at. The interview is very standard. They would ask you why you have chosen Bulgaria. Do you have any plans to live there, to invest some more? It's just to know the applicant a bit better, not just on paper. Then you wait for the procedure to be over, which usually takes 6 months, and you are granted your citizenship certificate and you can apply for your Bulgarian passport. This is the final step, and you obtain the document. This step is quite formal, and it's just a matter of time to just get the document, and you are able to freely enjoy the freedom of movement within the European Union. This program also is beneficial to your family, because the main investor, if he wants to introduce his wife and children to the program, including children after the age of 18, would be eligible to apply as well. And that's pretty much it. It's not that complicated, and as I would like to paint a picture so that you would have a more lively idea of how the program works and what kind of people would be interested in it, I would like to present one of our clients. Most of our clients would like to keep their confidentiality. So an example of our client is, he's a Russian, he has a property in Italy, he used to live in France, and he requires the advantage of being able to travel freely within the European Union. He wants his wife to travel within the European Union. He has business interests in Bulgaria because he's seen the opportunities that our economic conditions can present, and he has invested in Bulgarian government bonds. We have the majority of our clients are from Russia. Another one is a lady that is a Russian citizen. We have had clients that have been hesitant as to which program to choose, whether it would be the Maltese or Cyprus, but they have felt that the Bulgarian mentality is closer to them. They're willing to learn the Bulgarian language. They believe that it is closer to them in any kind of way, closer to their everyday life. So that is why she has chosen the Bulgarian program. The Bulgarian government debt, as this is the most desirable option, that is why we have provided you with the statistics of the big 3 credit ratings. As you can see, they are considered low risk, and yes, they are considered stable, and interest in those have increased over the last couple of years. Bulgarian tax regime is very favorable. Bulgaria has a flat personal and corporate tax of 10%, regardless of the type of income. Naturally, holding a Bulgarian passport is not automatically transforming you into a tax resident. So if you would like to restructure your tax income, we would be able to advise you on your individual circumstances. We would like to also provide a comparison table that shows what the Bulgarian program can offer as a plus in according to the other two desirable programs. Naturally, all three, Bulgaria, Malta, Cyprus, give you the right to live, work, travel within the territory of the European Union. Also, they offer visa-free travel to over 140 countries. However, the investment amount is striking you as most favorable in terms of the Bulgarian program. Also, there is no obligation to invest in real estate. So for those who would eventually end up hesitant as to what they would be doing if they invest in a lot of real estate, this is not a problem and not a concern when it comes to the Bulgarian program, as you would be able to choose among the qualifying investment that suits you the most. And also, if you choose for example, the government bonds, we have a refundable investment. We have provided a comparison table of other, in our experience, desired countries. They are quite fast indeed, but they do not offer the incentives that the Bulgarian program can grant you. And besides, Bulgaria is closer to Europe, and if your area of business is concentrated in the European Union, that would be probably the ideal solution for you. And to summarize, I perhaps should have mentioned that Bulgarian language or history exam is not a requirement. There are no additional obligation. We have preferred tax regime and large variety of investment options. We have mild climate for those of you who would like to use Bulgaria as a second home. We have healthcare that is in accordance with EU standards, and we have nature naturally. We have the ski resorts and the seaside resorts that can satisfy the needs of your vacation. I can introduce to you a few of our frequently asked questions, unless at this point any of you does not have a question. Okay, who can apply actually for the Bulgarian Citizenship by Investment Program? This is any individual that is over the age of 18, that has clear criminal past, and that is willing to invest the desired amount. Can the investment be financed by borrowing? Yes, we can put you in touch with the relevant parties that can help you in that process. So if you'd like to borrow the funds, that would be fine. Am I required to speak Bulgarian? No, you're not required. You're not required to reside in Bulgaria. You just need to come to Bulgaria for the few trips that are related to your permanent residence application. Your family members can benefit from the program, and there is no requirement for previous business management or any kind of experience in this field. If you have legal advice, financial advisors that would tell you, yes, the Bulgarian government's bond market is a stable one, you can invest, well, that would be, if that is enough for you, that is enough for the program. The residence permit is valid until the expiry date of your passport. After that, once you renew your passport, you can renew your permanent residence. However, it is rarely required because most of you have expiry dates after the 2022 or 23, and by that time you would be already Bulgarian citizens. What is the safest investment profile? Different investors would be comfortable with different qualifying investment. As I have explained, for most of our clients, the majority of our clients, they choose the government bond option. And these are some pictures of our beautiful seasides and our ski resorts that probably most of you have already visited. And the important for Bulgaria is that although we are trying to be modern in all the ways that will be beneficial of us, for our economic state and financial state, we would also like to preserve our traditions. In addition, I would like to express that we are not only offering the Citizenship by Investment program, but also a full range of services in the Republic of Bulgaria. If you need any guidance and assistance with company incorporation, bank account opening, employment law, immigration law, we assist in Bulgarian citizenship not only by investment but by different types of criteria, and we would be happy to help. For more information, you can visit our website.
Thank you so much, Nevena. Do you have any questions for the speaker? Nevena, could you please answer?
I have the question.
Excellent.
Hello, my name is
Please,
Alexander. I'm from NTL.
Hello.
We are also in immigration business. The first comment, when you compare Caribbean programs with Bulgaria, Dominican Republic do not have citizenship program. It closed more years ago.
Oh.
It's Commonwealth of Dominica.
Okay.
Totally different. And the question is, what is the refusal rate? And who is regulating the terms? You mentioned the 2 years processing time, and we know about a lot of cases, 3, 4, and without any explanation.
Without any explanation. Well, certainly there are a few authorities that are included along the way. We have first the migration authorities, and then the process is mainly at the Ministry of Justice, and finally the decrees are signed by the Vice President. We have heard of refusals, but they were only because the required period of time that is under the standard track has not passed. There are even reports, trimester and annual reports of the relevant committee that is part of the Vice President of the Republic of Bulgaria, and there we have reasons for refusal, and this is what we have managed to identify as reasons for refusal, that not all requirements have been met. So naturally, if the legal requirement is that you hold residence permit for 1 year, respectively for 5 years, if this requirement has not been met, yes, then the application for citizenship would be refused.
Thank you. Any additional question? Okay, Nevena, would you please answer my question? Is it possible to get Bulgarian investor just investing personally from the individual?
Yes, that is possible.
Or also via his foreign company or broker account?
The investment needs to go from personally from the investor, and it can be he, for example, can purchase if it is with government bonds, he can purchase the bonds. If it is if he wants to make a contribution to a Bulgarian private company, then he can operate through that company. So both options, depending on the wishes of the investor, are feasible.
Is BVI applicable?
We would need to think of a structure. You would maybe. I hear that BVI is currently very popular in Moscow, in Russia, that you are trying to find a way to BVI. Not necessarily, but I wouldn't exclude it. Yeah.
So different structures are applicable
Yeah.
for getting Bulgarian passport, not just personal investments.
Yes, if you want to contribute to the capital, or yes, if you want to contribute to capital a certain amount, or if you would like to contribute to the capital and obtain long-term assets and create jobs. So there are a few other options that it would be, the presentation will be too long to include, but for anyone that is interested, we'll be open to discussing all other options.
Because personal investing from Russian clients as citizen of Russian Federation can create some difficulties and even fines regarding violation of currency control in Russia and tax consequences. So it should be appraised before the investing.
Yes, I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Поблагодарим нашего докладчика. Перед тем, как мы пойдем с вами на кофе-брейк, хотел сделать еще раз объявление, что у нас в 12:30 начнется следующая секция. Да, мы поговорим о